I don't claim to be a prophet. A few times I've worked in the prophetic, but not very much. So I don't claim to be a prophet, but I claim, though, to be a servant of Jesus Christ.
Amen. Amen.
I'm nothing without Him. Hallelujah. I just felt a special presence in here tonight. While we sang, I couldn't stop. And, it was that was refreshing. That was refreshing.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I know you're weary tonight. Many of you. And some of you have been wondering, what's the point? You almost allowed the devil to lie to you, saying you was just beating a dead horse. You better remember, you serve the resurrection and the life. You got to watch those things that you think are dead around you. They'll cause you to die in you, and you got to be careful for that. And we all got to be careful. We allow a root of bitterness sometimes, even. That's why the Bible says you got to be careful. Don't let your good be evil spoken of. Don't be weary in well doing. Because the Bible says in due time you shall reap. In due time you shall reap. I know it's hard. I know it's a struggle. It's aggravating. It's frustrating. As far as the flesh goes. But I'm here tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking crazy tonight. I don't know. But I'm just, right now, I'm just, what I believe the Lord has put into my heart right now, just to encourage you. That don't be weary in well doing tonight. Don't be weary. Don't grow weary. You will reap. God is faithful. And God is also not mocked. Because whatsoever a man soweth. There may be a few dry seasons in between the planting and the harvest. But I can guarantee there's always be a harvest. It's a spiritual law. And if you've sown it, God's been dealing with me. This ain't what I want to minister on. I don't want to minister very long, but I can't help it. It's coming out. But ministered this week, and I don't do the Facebook thing a lot, but sometimes I get a little tidbit in my spirit, and I do a little Facebook thing to try to help somebody. And this week I can't just. God's been dealing with what we need to do to receive the harvest in our lives, to receive the fruit. And I'm really convinced of this tonight. That the fruit that we want is contingent upon two factors. The seed and the environment. Somebody say the seed and the environment. Why do you say that, Brother Travis? Why do you say that? Well, I say that because Jesus said there was a man went out to sow, and he goes out to sow, and the kingdom is like that man. And some fell on stony ground. Some fell on thorny ground. Some on shallow ground. How many know some people ain't that deep? And see, here's the thing we got to realize. It's really never the seed's problem. If it's the incorruptible seed, how many knows it's good seed? The Word. If you get the Word planted, but I'll tell you what's troubling is not the seed. What's troubling is some of your all's environments. And it's only until help me preach somebody. It's only until we get the right environment. We got to get that on the good ground. Amen. Get the right environment. Hallelujah. While we tarry in His presence, because I want to make sure when the seed is sown, It's going to be sown in the right environment. See, he didn't say in Galatians we have the fruits of the Spirit. He says we have the fruit of the Spirit.
That's right.
Singular. Why? Because I believe the singular fruit is a product of a single environment. And I believe that environment that is sown, it's got to be sown in the presence of the Lord.
Amen.
Hallelujah. That's why the Bible says break up the shop. Break up the fallow ground. And what's hard for us then sometimes then, and I want to minister on these lines tonight a little bit, is the breaking of the ground. How many wants to go further?
Amen.
Here's the thing. If you want progress in your walk with Christ, you can't have progress without process.
Amen.
And see, most people, they want to shout for the progress, but nobody wants to shout for the process.
Amen.
Ain't nobody going to help me up in here. It's all right.
I'm praising Him. Amen.
We like the progress, but we don't like the process.
That's right.
Hallelujah. You got your Bibles tonight. I want to go to a few places, and I want to try to summarize because I don't want to keep it long. I'm thankful that we was able to be in an environment tonight of His presence. Go to Hebrews chapter 2 first. Hallelujah. Glory, glory, glory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I feel happy tonight.
Amen.
Amen.
Chapter 2. God is good.
Hebrews chapter 2. Start in verse 8. Thou hast put all things in subjection under his feet. For that he hath put all in subjection under him, he left nothing that is not put under him. But now we see not yet all things put under him. But we see Jesus. Somebody say Jesus.
Jesus.
We see Jesus, who was made a little lower than the angels. Now, a correct translation of that, he's getting this from Psalms 8. And if you get to the original Hebrew, it's really, the word is not angels. The word is actually Elohim, which means God. That God, He created man a little lower than Himself. So Jesus, who was made a little lower than the angels, for the suffering of death. Notice this. Jesus was made, what was He made for? For the suffering of, crowned with glory and honor. See, notice you have the suffering before the crown. Before you get your crown, you got to bear your cross. That He, by the grace of God, should taste death for every man. For it became Him for whom are all things, and by whom are all things. What did He do? He wanted to bring many sons. Somebody say sons. See, God wasn't satisfied with only one begotten Son. But He knew there's a process in the earth He established. He gave man dominion over the earth. And the way it works in the earth, you have to be fruitful and multiply. And you were fruitful by sowing and reaping. And so, in order to get, he had one son, but to get a family, he had to sow one son. Even God had to put Himself in the process. My God. He brought many sons where?